Om Shanti, welcome to Midday Meditation. Here we are in a new week in the beautiful month of June, and we've been learning about lots and lots of virtues. In the alphabet of virtues, we've just gotten through the H's and started I. So we have a lot of virtues to go. However, I wanted to depart from that structure for this week and take up a different topic this week. And it's a topic that was presented to me when I was in my retreat in New York just recently. And it's a very good way to practice our fundamental awareness, which is that we are souls, that each one of us is a soul inside this body. We can see the body, we know all about the body. We can't see the soul, but it is possible to know about the soul. But our awareness has to become very subtle in order to know about the soul, because the soul, being non material, is a very subtle being. And so there are 5 awarenesses which we can practice, which help us to keep this sense that I'm a soul in a body performing actions through this body. And if I can see myself as a soul, then I can connect with all of the good qualities of the soul. And if I can see myself as an eternal soul, then I don't get so devastated when things don't go right, because I'm eternal. Yes, in the moment, maybe things are going wrong in a really big way, but the next moment is going to be different. When I understand my eternity, then I also understand nothing that happens in the space of time is going to last forever. Everything is going to have an end. So good things are going to have an end and bad things are going to have an end. And then more things are going to happen. So if I can experience myself as a soul, then I start recognizing that no matter what happens, I can create some kind of goodness. I don't have to be a victim of circumstances. So, 5 separate awarenesses of what it means to be a soul. And we're going to take one of them each day this week. And the first awareness for today is that I, the soul, am a child of God. Now we're all adults, and some of us have children. And so it can be difficult to think of myself as a bodily being, as a child. I'm a senior citizen, for example, but a child of God. The quality that comes into my life, if I can see myself as a child of God, is trust. It's I, the soul, who am a child of God, not the body. But as a child of God, I can trust in goodness. The soul is fundamentally good, and God is the being of absolute goodness. And so, as a child of God, I can trust in goodness. I come from a being of goodness, and I will be showered with the energy of goodness. My nature also is goodness. If God's nature is goodness, and I'm a child of God, my nature is also goodness. So this opens me up to trusting myself, trusting my own goodness, and also knowing that I will receive help from God. Maybe not in the form that I'm looking for, maybe not at the time I'm looking for, but when something is needed, when help is needed, I will receive it. This trust in goodness. And the second trust, when I see myself, the soul, as a child of God, the second trust is I can trust in love. Now, love can be treacherous. Human love can be treacherous sometimes because love is so powerful. And if there's even a little bit of animosity or a little bit of jealousy or a little bit of resentment or anger or selfishness mixed into love, it hurts the soul. So we become very sensitive about love. But God is the being of flawless love. And God is the being, as our parent, the one who loves us unconditionally. Parents love their children no matter what. Sometimes human parents can get upset with the children, they still love them. So God loves his children but doesn't get upset because God doesn't need anything, doesn't even need us to behave in a certain way. So when we see ourselves as a child of God, we can trust in this flawless love. The perfect parent has perfect love for the one he sees as his perfect child. And then the third trust, there's trust in goodness, trust in love. And the third trust that we gain from being a child of God is trust in life, life itself, because we trust that we don't know what's going to happen in life, but we have this parent who will intervene as needed. And sometimes the parents let the children do things on their own and make their own mistakes, and slowly over time, they'll figure it out. So, God, being the perfect parent, doesn't always intervene when it would be convenient for us. But we have trust in life because we're beings of goodness. We have a lot of resources. We have a source of love and also a source of guidance. And so we can trust that if we always follow our own principles, if we always invoke and make the best use we can of our own goodness, this opens a door to God's help. And with God's help, sometimes things that are impossible happen, and they happen very smoothly, and everything goes well. So, these three trusts, that the perfect parent doesn't do everything for the child, but the perfect parent guides the child so the child can be competent and the child can be self sufficient and the child can be comfortable and enthusiastic about life. So, these are the three trusts that we can develop when we think of ourselves, the soul, as a child of God. And this is what we'll focus on in our meditation today. To begin with, take a few deep, easy breaths. Free breaths. Watch the air enter and leave the lungs. As you inhale, inhale freedom. And then as you exhale, also exhale freedom. I am a free spirit. And what makes me so free? One, I'm eternal. I'm not even part of this world. And two, I, the soul, am a child of God. Bring your awareness now to the little invisible being of light that you are. I am the peaceful soul who lives invisibly in this body. I can't see myself, but I continuously experience my energy in the form of thoughts, feelings, memories. All of these processes happen within consciousness, which is the ability of the soul. But also within the soul is the treasure store of goodness, good sense, good values, good habits, good understanding, good intentions. I, the soul, am a child of the Supreme Soul. Child meaning that I am completely loved and cared for by the perfect being. I have my life. I have free will. I can make my own choices, do as I please, and through it all I am loved, dearly, unconditionally, completely, because I'm God's child. I am eternally God's child. There is nothing that a human soul could do to separate himself from God's love, because God's love is so vast. I'm always in God's love. And when I see myself as God's child, I can open myself up to receive that ever flowing love. As God's child, I, the soul, have the same qualities as my parent. Just like the Supreme Soul, I'm a being of peace. I'm also a being of love. Within me is a place of absolutely pure love, a place that I can access. I can let that pure love flow. And like the Supreme Parent, my pure love is for everyone, everything, all that is. Love just is, and it flows. And like my parent, I'm a being of bliss. Bliss meaning beyond happiness and sorrow, in a state of joy. Sometimes it's called super sensuous joy, a joy that has nothing to do with the material world because it's a quality of the soul. And so, as human beings, souls in human bodies, we can share this bliss, fill the world with the energy of bliss, enjoy being in bodies, having lives, interacting with each other. Also, like my spiritual parent, I am a being of purity. We each have within us ideals, very noble ideals. And these ideals reflect our own truth, what we believe to be true about ourselves, about life, about what is right. The truth within the human soul is a reflection of the truth within the parent. And the more that I honor my own truth, my own noble ideals, the more fully I understand the big topic of truth, the fuller my understanding of truth is, and the more power I have to align myself with truth. And like my father, I have spiritual power. That's the power to make good choices, the power to speak kindly, the power to stand up for what is right. This is the power of the soul. And All of these qualities, sometimes they're strong in me and sometimes they're weak, but I can connect with the Supreme Parent and receive the energy that I need because that's how parents nourish their children. They don't give them junk food all day long, but they give them nourishing food at the right time, at the time of need. And so, as a child of God, I can trust life. Life is not going to crush me or defeat me. Life is an opportunity for me to experience, to learn, to enjoy, and to share. And the Supreme Parent will let us explore on our own. The Supreme Parent won't micromanage us. But when our intentions are pure and our actions are pure, when we want to do the right thing, we will get divine help. This is guaranteed. And so I can trust life. I can do my best. I don't have to be afraid of life because I'm a child of God. I trust. I trust my own goodness and the goodness of the universe. I trust love and I choose to love even when it's difficult because I trust love. And I trust life even when life is difficult. I choose to embrace it. And I can do this because I'm a child of God, cared for, guided, protected, and loved. See yourself, the tiny being of light. See yourself for a moment in the home of light that you came from. As a child, I have a home, the same home as the parent. And that home is a place of complete comfort and security and relaxation. And that home is the place where I can meet my sweet spiritual parent, my mother and father, the one who guides me with love, who gives me the truth with love. Open yourself to the pure, loving energy of God. And let yourself be filled with spiritual power, with peace, with bliss. The child can go to the parent at any time. Now bring your awareness back into the present moment. Hold the awareness that you, the soul, are a child of God. In the body, you play many different roles, you have many different relationships with many different people. But as a soul, you are eternally a child of God. And our blessing for today, trust. You trust God with all your heart. His love radiates through you. You whisper a hymn of pure devotion. I trust you, O beloved one. Letting go of any doubts, you feel the warmth of his blessings upon you. You trust God with all your heart. His love radiates through you. You whisper a hymn of pure devotion. I trust you, O beloved one. Letting go of any doubts, you feel the warmth of his blessings upon you. Thank you for joining today.
Om Shanti.